Math is a part of school and it's something every kid is required to learn, but we don't need this puppy class. We do some of the dumbest things in math class, including dumb things like weekly reviews. Weekly reviews are the dumbest worksheets that I have to complete in math. They are so long, like 8 pages of a whole bunch of stuff, that I do not need or do it all during the weekend. And if I don't use the skills to complete weekly reviews during my weekend, then I should not have to do weekly reviews, because they require skills I do not use during my weekend. Weekly reviews make me calculate loan on the loan formula. I am 17 years old. I do not need to know how to calculate loan as a 17-year-old. I got a whole bunch of other stuff to worry about. I have to do things like find the explicit and recursive formula for an arithmetic sequence. I don't even know what the words explicit, recursive, and arithmetic mean, much less how to do them. Weekly reviews have too many complicated words in them to be able to understand how to do them, such as side, 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 angle, angle, side, and angle are too abbreviated, and they need to spell out them so we know we are making triangles congruent. Law of sines and law of cosines should be taken off of weekly reviews because they are not really laws that people have to follow, so they should not be called law of whatever. The ellipses, major axis, minor axis, vertices, co-vertices, foci, big minus small, big plus small, and hyperbolas, asymptotes, square that puppy, radius, diameter, and area are all under the same unit. That is way too much stuff to learn in just one unit. It is also too much work for one problem, so just take it off the weekly review. The dumbest thing I have to do in math class on a weekly review is evaluate the related series of a sequence. All I have to do there is add all the numbers up. I am in 11th grade and know how to do that already. I could be using my time for something else other than adding numbers up, which is something I learned how to do in kindergarten. Another thing I learned in kindergarten that I do in math class is determine if a geometric sequence converges or diverges. I have been able to tell if a number is bigger than 1 since I was able to open my eyes and see why I put a problem like that on 11th grader's weekly review. I take problems like that as an insult and sometimes wonder why I have to complete worksheets on problems I learned how to do in kindergarten. It should be against the law for weekly reviews to be done in math class because they make me figure out things I do not need to know on my regular day. They are too long and they include problems that I learned how to do in kindergarten. SOHCAHTOA has to do with triangles and is a lot to remember because all those letters mean something different. I get confused a lot, so just take it off the weekly review. They take me too long to complete for homework, and by the time I have to do sports practice, drive home, eat dinner, shower, it is close to 10 or 11 o'clock, and I have to get some sleep. It is very crucial for a student athlete such as myself to get enough sleep, and I can't get enough sleep when I have to stay up past midnight working on math and a weekly review. Next year we're supposed to start school earlier and end later in past years. That just means more time in math class, which means more pointless weekly reviews that have to be completed. I do not understand why school needs to be longer if people are still passing tests and making good grades. Obviously we're learning enough that people are still doing fine in school and still doing fine in math class. Math is good and can be helpful sometimes, but weekly reviews just have to go. I hope I do not have to do any more weekly reviews, and they should be against the law.